It's our monthly check-in on the real estate market. We're here with Stephen DeLisle from DeLisle Properties and a beautiful property here in Hartness that we're going to talk about in just a little bit. Yep. But Stephen, always good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so we always break down and start with the numbers. So what do we see back in August?
Yep, so these numbers, as always, are presented to us by the Greater Greenville Association of Realtors. Now, if you look at the new listing slide, it'll show us that we're up 13.6% in new listings on the market this year as opposed to last year. If you look at the average price slide, it'll show us we're up 3.4% here as well, bringing that average price to just over $395,000. The inventory slide will also be up 44.8%, bringing the month supply of inventory overall to 4.7 months. Now, Jamarcus, it's a lot of numbers. Essentially what that means is you have more houses hitting the market right now. They're sitting on the market longer than 5 hours, but the biggest indicator I would continue to watch and monitor is the appreciation, which is 3.4% right now. So that's still continuing to be in the green. I would continue to watch that number.
And of course, people are noticing that homes are staying on the market a little bit longer. So what does that mean? Is it a buyer's market, seller's market?
Yeah, so it's actually both. So it's driven by the interest rates, number one. If you go back to 2020 through 2022, you're gonna see that the interest rates were 2.8%. Didn't matter if you had a $5 million house or if you had a $250,000 house. It had multiple offers within just a few hours. Buyers were waiving appraisals and inspections. Fast forward to today, 2025, they're not doing that. Not only that, but we have more inventory to choose from. Buyers can take their time, which I, for one, appreciate that we didn't have to rush. Number two, it's also appropriate to understand that Greenville is actually 8% cheaper as far as cost of living is concerned, as opposed to the national average. You also are $100,000 cheaper here as opposed to Charlotte and Atlanta as well. And that's really due in part to the industry that we have here and the ancillary businesses that support it.
I mean, $100,000 is wild to think about.
Yeah, but the money goes a lot further.
Yeah, so let's talk about, if you are trying to spend some money on a home, let's talk about this beauty that we're in today.
Yeah. So the address is 113 Borough Street right here in Greenville. Of course, you already mentioned it, Hartness. You don't buy a house in here just to buy the home. You're buying into the vision that this neighborhood presents. It's not only just residential homes, it's also mixed use, which means there's 3 restaurants in here already and more counting in the future. There's also a hotel in here that hosts multiple different events, which are awesome to drive by and take a look at, but it's also relatively cheap to stay here too and enjoy what Hartness has to offer. You have 12 plus miles of trail throughout the woods. You've got walkways through here because it's supposed to be a slower pace of living too. Now, this home itself is over 3,800 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms. You've got a flex space upstairs. You've got a bonus room upstairs. You even have more storage that really could be turned into a golf simulator if you wanted to. This living space is great for entertaining. You have tons of light on either side, huge windows. Now, guys, if I lived here, you would always find me out here on this back porch. You not only have 3 retractable screens, not only for bugs, but also for privacy. And you also have the master chef's kitchen right out here too. And it's perfect because you have the oversized grill. You also have the smoker and the hood above it, so you don't get smoked out. You still can enjoy that space. Now we're going into the fall. You can open up these massive sliding glass doors, perfect for entertaining. And Jamarcus, this house is not only complete with its own wine cellar, it has its own thermostat as well.
So that's high level living. And I was talking about Hartness. I mean, I was just here at an event and I ran into this guy. So it is the hot spot of the place to be. So they can find that as a featured listing on your website.
Yes, DeLisleProperties.com. It's going to be a featured listing on our front page. So if you want the details on that one, you can find it there.
Or any others that you may see on there that could be a featured listing. Before we let you go, we got to talk about advice. For people that are in the market right now, about to be in the market, what advice would you give them?
Yeah, so my advice right now is we have 3 markets going on at once. Above $1 million, we have 10 months of inventory. That's a buyer's market. The meat of the market is 350 to 450. That means the most amount of houses are being sold there, but the most are also being put on the market. Below 300 is really non-existent. If it's halfway decent, it's gone within a couple of days, if not hours as well. So sellers, you're gonna have to show up to the game and not just put 1 bag of mulch outside. You're gonna have to do that deferred maintenance. This is why we have 2-tiered listing appointments. The first one's really discovery. Where are we at? What's the market doing? We go over the 19-page spreadsheet of what the market's doing, specifically in reference to their house, and then we lay out a game plan for whatever your goal is.
Yeah, thank you for breaking it down in that 3-tiered system of 3 markets of how it's going, because like you said, it's like getting competitive out there for folks that want to move to this area.
Right.
And they want to make sure they have the team to help them out, and that is our team at DeLisle Properties. You can find out more about this listing, or if you want to just, chat with Stephen and his team about what's available and what looks best for you and your family, DeLisleProperties.com. Thanks, Stephen.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.